We're live.
Hello, and thanks for waiting for us while we took a quick break and stretched our legs and refreshed our drinks. And so we really appreciate that. Um, First half of our episode, our pack of the Troll Mix pack, along with their Black Sparrow allies? Question mark. The Insidious Fist pack fended off an assault by the puppeteers against the Valkenburg Foundation and are given in pursuit of the shadowy form that was inhabiting Orson Grave Lake. Trekking across the nearby national forests, they made their way to Bear Butte, uh, Bear Lodge Butte. I'll get it right. Apparently, I've been tongue-tied all night. I apologize. Where they see the giant stone plateau rising to the skies over 5,000 feet. As they approach, as they're approaching, they can make out a wispy, smoky staircase winding around the outside of the tower on the umbral side of the butte. As they approach, they see Shedrick, the Black Spot Dancer, Theurge, who went in pursuit, running towards them, basically to regroup with the pack. Ran in pursuit of the spirit as it launches itself out of the Valkyrie Foundation. So,
No judges. I mean, he had the right idea.
so as you approach, he is able to rejoin the group and kind of tells you, he followed it here. There seems to be some sort of barrier erected around it. And as you get closer, you can make out the staircase a little better, and you can see a shadowy form circling around the tower, making its way towards the top, and you hear a high-pitched chanting coming from it. And to give you an idea, roughly what we're looking at something that looks kind of like. What's going on? Why is it doing this now? Sorry, the handout I loaded into Roll20 does not seem to want to open up in Roll20 because,
Because why would they load it up in there? What the heck,
it's
Roll20?
there. I don't know what's going on with Roll20 as of late. It's been twitchy on this game. Yeah, half the buttons are not showing for this. I've been having a Roll20 night. I apologize. That's what happens when our Glasswalker doesn't show up.
Right?
Well,
The
actually,
Weaver has turned against us.
Brian, come back!
Brian, come back. Let's see if I do this. Oops, I better.
after this, did they come with us, or did we just sort of rush off without them?
The spirals came with you.
Okay. Did Killian also come with us?
You have not seen Killian.
Okay.
You did not. You immediately went after the shadow creature because, well, it seemed like that was a time sensitive thing.
You're not wrong.
And I'm going to leave this. Why don't I have a? I can't get it to work. So as it is, but anyway, yes, you've come up. You've got the stairwell, the staircase leading up to the heavens.
Don't think we're going up towards the heavens. It's more the other place.
New Jersey.
Del just kind of looks at you just not really know what you're talking about. But that's okay.
So, you have the option to try to chase up after it, unless you want to come up with some other idea. Like I said, the shadowy form looks kind of like a pure black ink with no features at all, Krynos roof, and it's kind of circling up and flying through the air, going up higher and higher, and you can hear some sort of chanting coming out of it as it's flying up.
No, I think going directly after it seems like the thing to do.
Yeah. I'm not a man of subtlety. I don't have a car to crash into it, so I'm just going to go up and chase it.
Yeah.
The real reason you wanted to bring the RV.
It's true.
Oh God.
We had one job.
Yeah,
So.
it's the real reason for the RV.
So as you approach the staircase leading up, I'm going to need a gnosis roll from each of you.
I'm not good at that.
A gnosis roll.
Yes. It's on your character sheet. On the advantages tab, just click the gnosis label, and it was actually going to be a roll for you.
I'm gonna spend a willpower, because, yeah. What's the difficulty?
It's not that difficult. It's only difficulty 9.
Oh hey, I'm gonna spend a willpower too.
Ow.
Would you believe it? I didn't make it.
Good thing I spent a willpower.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually need to spend the willpower, but I said I did, so I will take it.
Yeah.
I got 3 successes because of course I did. That's Dell.
That's what you do.
I'm glad we have a theurge here. That's all I've got to say.
Yeah.
So as you approach, you feel a wave of nausea and despair kind of push back at you. You almost, if you could give, if Huranu had a physical manifestation, a physical feeling, this is almost what you think it would be, which is the deep despair that some groove fall into. Those of you who made the roll can push through this barrier.
It's like a Nickelback song given form. I would like to.
Dell would not know that.
I know that, but I can speak X character for. Do I have to do this? I mean, I can do that.
Yes, I'm going to push.
So those of
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
who
push through.
who made the roll can push through. Those of you who didn't,
Am I stuck?
you just feel nauseous and you can't.
Too much Waffle House.
Oh, I knew I should have been chunked and covered.
Do the spirals need to roll?
No. they don't seem to. They have. I'm not going to make them roll, but they do have some. They do have a physical, like they have to push through the barrier, but they don't seem to have the same sort of gut-wrenching feeling of despair spread over them.
Eater of souls. Eater of souls. Dell wouldn't
Could be.
know that either necessarily.
So, Aaron, would you like to make me another roll?
Oh, I would love to. So it's still difficulty 9?
Yes,
It's a gnosis check, right? Not a willpower check?
correct.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go.
You could spend a willpower.
You could just spend a
I don't need to spend a willpower.
Nope, he does not need to spend those stinking willpower. There you go. There is a success.
I'm gonna punch Odin in his good eye one day. I can't get chased off this mountain by a cloud.
So as you step across, uh, you as you step across, you force your way across. Uh, it's like walking through a wall of razor sharp glass. As you just kind of spread, and it feels like the inside of you, like the inside of your like just your guts, kind of feel like they're getting ripped apart. And as you do, you remember a specific day back in New York City where you were um, following up on a crime, and you walk into an apartment of the person who got off, and you fire your gun. Because of a technicality.
Hate that guy.
Gain a rage. So, with that, the six of you are able to make your way up the staircase, and it's a bit of a hike, even in lupus form or crinus form or hispel form. It's a hike. It's like I said, it's over 5,000 feet tall. And all along as you're going, you're chanting, getting louder and louder as you approach the top, and the clouds are the clouds that formed over the sky have started taking on a sickly kind of grayish green cast to them, and begin to start twirling in a clockwise manner. And there's flickers of lightning flashing and dancing through the clouds, and it has a hint of green light to it as well.
I feel like that's a good thing.
As you're pulling it more and more, and you're getting closer and closer and closer, the chanting's getting louder and louder and louder and building, and to the point where there's a huge eruption and blast of thunder, boom, followed by a barrage of lightning, as the cloud spinning has increased and increased and increased until it's forming a vortex. And as from this vortex, you see a large mandible kind of come pouring out.
Oh no.
And reaching down to the top of the butte, and pulling behind it as a smattering of tentacles just pouring out, as more of this creature starts pouring forth, and to the point where you see like insect like mandibles and multifaceted eyes and the squid-like appendages, as this creature is pouring more and more of itself out of this portal as you reach the top of it, top of the platform. I'm going to need everyone to make me a willpower check.
Uh-huh.
And any of you who would like can make a wits and occult check to identify the thing that has just been pouring itself out of this
So yeah,
vortex.
I guess I have to make the willpower check first, huh?
Yeah, what's the willpower difficulty?
Difficulty 7.
Okay.
One success. I made it.
Few successes.
Oh really? How many did I get? Oh no, 2 successes. Okay. Wow. So now it's the wits occult roll that we was talking about.
Yeah, if you want to try to identify the monstrosity that I've just unleashed.
I don't have
I
a
mean-
dot in it, so I'm not going to roll it.
I'll try, but 2 successes on the. What the hell is this horrible?
There should be a difficulty of 6. 3 successes.
You've heard legends of these things, but neither of you have ever laid eyes on one before. The thing that comes to mind, the only thing that comes to mind that could possibly be, and you could be wrong, but your best guess would be Nexus Crawler.
Oh hell.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, the good news is if we die, it'll be a glorious death.
Bad news is
The
no
bad
one will be
news
alive to
is
witness
death is a
this.
possibility.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
No,
Liar.
as you reach the top of the butte, you do see, like I said, you see this monstrosity, this Nexus Crawler, which has poured itself out. You also see on the top of the butte, the shadow creature is now over in an area by himself. He seems to be chanting some more. He seems to be chanting some more. He has got a looks like some sort of runic circle around him, full of strange sigils and carvings that he's carved into the ground. Along with that, he's kind of floating in the air as he's chanting, and on amongst the carvings on the ground below him is a statue of a some sort of insectoid squid-like creature, which has a faint glow coming off of it. And with that, I have updated the map.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Really big.
We're just very small.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. No.
Oh, we could really use a big fuck off hammer right now.
So,
What's that purple circle on the map, Jonesy?
that the purple circles where the shadow creature is currently sitting amongst the rune of sigils.
Hmm.
So,
That's the guy we need to kill.
the Nexus color might currently be in scale with you.
Just checking.
Yeah, I haven't. It's not that I haven't adjusted the size of the token. It's in scale.
Okay.
Oh, looks like we shuffled.
Did we?
Oh, we did. I'll fix that. Gonna need a bigger boot.
So with that, would the pack like to roll for initiative?
No.
Not as much as I would.
Jointly or individually?
So tiny.
And Aaron, you got 3 successes, right?
Huh?
On that occult check, you got.
Dell got 3.
Del got 3.
Nope.
Yeah.
So, Del, I will say, because you got 3 successes, you do know that one of the Nexus Crawler's abilities is to materialize. It can actually manifest in the physical world.
Oh.
When it does that, it pretty much shreds the brains of any homids, and not any homids, but any mortals that are nearby.
Oh.
Basically, it's like delirium on 11.
Yeah.
And one of the other things it can do is it can warp reality.
We have to stop it.
It is literally like chaos and the worm incarnate. It's the it can actually bend reality to its will.
Somebody should call Flippington. Tell him to come pick up his homeboy.
We have to stop it.
So, with
It's-
that,
We have to stop it before we can even think about the shadow. That's the worst of it. Anyway, initiate. I didn't see how it came out. Whoa. That's I rolled an 18, so that's pretty cool.
did I clear out? Oh, just one second.
And I remember to roll initiative correctly this time, so that awesome result
Yeah.
gets to stand.
Kennedy, what did you get?
I got an 8.
Awesome.
It's not, but it is what it is. Literally could not have rolled worse for initiative, but
Okay. So it looks like Dell, you're going first with an 18.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, Dill.
Part of me's like, hey, if I realize it's going to shred the minds of everybody nearby, can I gain a rage so I can spend them both this round and jump at the fucking thing? Oh.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So
Friggin' thing. I forgot.
by shredding its minds means if it manifests in the physical world.
Yes. Yeah.
It
It's
is
going
not-
to.
It's
No, it
not
has not.
current. It is not currently in the physical world. It is in the Umbra.
Dell
But
is
these
spending
things,
every last point of his rage to go after it because we have to get it. We have to.
these
stop
things
it.
do have, these things do have the ability to manifest in the physical world once they get this far into,
And literally all Dell can communicate at this point is we have to stop it.
I will follow your lead, Thurge.
I mean
And-
that's on the agenda.
And Dell launches himself at the Nexus crawler. I can't believe I'm doing this. But he's gonna launch him. He's gonna spend a rage, and he's gonna launch himself at the Nexus crawler. And the bite has been going really well for us so far.
and the pack, as a reminder, the pack still has 4 dice and the bonus pool. So
So I guess it was time for a roll.
yes.
This is what I get for leaving it on all instead of dealing with tabs. 5 successes. Which means 4 extra. Oh yeah, that would be 7 ag damage or bitey to the Nexus crawler. I realize that's probably not all that much for it, but
It's not a terrible start.
it's a pretty mighty chomp. I mean, I'm into it.
You said 7, right?
7. I hear the clicking of lots of successful soak dice. Oh well.
You don't know, maybe it was 0 successes.
I say nothing. So with that,
Very loudly.
the Nexus crawler, you go up and attack it at one of its appendages that it's insect-like appendages that are out, and you tear into it. It is now the Nexus crawler's go.
Oh no.
Dell did not think this through.
Are the spirals still acting on our turn?
Yes, you do have your spirals, and they will go on the same time you go. So you can have your spiral attack as well.
He's gonna have
Dell.
to do. Let me see, because I have not actually done anything with him as of yet.
They all stab us in the back.
Well, no, he ran off to chase the shadow, which is
Which
completely valid. Like, I don't want to invalidate him as an NPC, but like, now
So-
I have to look at his sheet real quick.
Yeah, so while you're doing that, I want to do a couple of my rolls. So
Go, please do.
How many rolls you got?
Don't ask that.
Well, I guess he's going to. I imagine then that Shadrach is going to be in Kronos form. I think he's going to just get a claw. Unless he's got an awesome gift somewhere.
Yep. With that, the creature just kind of sits up and kind of pulls out yet another appendage, kind of grows out of its chest and kind of launches forward and kind of pulls itself and launches into the ground, so give it more of a solid grip on the actual plateau. Now, to that point, I should tell you the map is pretty big-ish in Roll20, but it is actually to scale with how big the top of the plateau is.
Oh.
So the edge of the map is literally the edge of the plateau, and it's 5,000 feet down from there.
Hey.
Just if it comes up. So with that, it does the claw and launches into it, and with that, it kind of one of its eyes kind of grows out of its body, kind of forms a bulbous eye, kind of like a frog, which kind of looks at everyone, blinks, and then pops and spills over into the rest of it and reforms and gurgitates into its body. As a rain of lightning comes flashing down, striking the top of the plateau. So with that, it strikes the Spiral Alpha, and I need him to make a aggravated soak checks as a bolt of lightning strikes him.
Oh, he's just throwing lightning bolts around. Okay. All right,
Oh,
aggravated.
the lightning came. The lightning came from the storm clouds above, but yeah,
Rograth gets 1 success on his soak roll.
he takes 2 ag.
Oh,
As a bolt of interpetic lightning just kind of flashes from the heavens and comes crashing down on top of him.
Found it. Rolling and claw. I was going to do Shadrach is going to first thing he's going to do is he's going to spend 2 rage because he has rather a lot of it. Because he's going to want to go more than once in this round. Now that I have his character sheet, I'm totally like dry there. Yeah, he's spending 2 rage and he's going to claw in his Kronos form, his crawler.
Awesome.
He's going to tear at it something fierce, which was. Oh god, he's got that Razor Claws gift. That would be awesome, but he can't activate that and claw at the same time. So
Nobody can spend his action to do it and then spend a rage action to attack.
well, yeah, he's got 2 rage actions coming. Well, yeah, he's going to have to do that. Yeah, we'll spend the Gnosis and activate Razor Claws because that would rule. I'm going to do that.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, and there's plenty of stone nearby to do that with.
We are on top of a butte.
So yes, so he pops his claws and invokes the gift and strikes them against the stone, giving them a natural sharpness. Darren, what would you and Rograth like to do?
Well, you know, Darren and Rograth are just gonna go to town on this big fucking monster.
oh wait, it was an egg. Right, never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 3 points of rage. And,
Awesome.
I'm gonna open with a claw attack. How did I get? Oh man, and I botch.
You don't botch quite really used to, right? Or no, that's a botch.
That is a botch. There was not a single actual success.
Nope.
Holy crap.
Uh,
Ow.
so I'm gonna say for the botch is that you're leaving yourself open, so it's gonna be easier for anything to attack you. So
To make it easier for an Nexus crawler to hit our alpha.
yep.
A big monster.
But what would Rugoth like to?
Yeah, he'll spend a rage as well, so he can have a follow-up rage attack. But he's gonna open with claws, and he's gonna roll a -1 since I rolled a -2.
What?
Oh nope, 1 success.
No.
Oh, you guys are playing by Price is Right rules. No matters.
6 aggravated from Rothgar, or Horgrath, or Rugrat, whatever his name is.
You are not
It's a-
Han Solo hunting down Rathgars.
Hey, Hrothgar.
Dovahkiin.
Oh, honey, this outfit is a first row don't. Okay.
Cool. With that, you're clawing into the Nexus collar. Brings us to. Oh, our bad guy gets to go.
Wait a minute, what? Wait,
Yeah.
it already went, didn't it?
No, the Nexus collar went.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. In all of
I don't know.
yeah.
and all of the my god, it's a freaking Nexus collar.
Yeah,
We have another enemy. Yes.
completely forgot all about him.
Cool.
Yeah.
So he's over in his dark corner doing dark
Actually,
stage stuff, as he's chanting and calling upon who knows what. He's chanting and it's growing louder and louder, and as he's doing it, you see that seems to be directing his energy towards the Nexus crawler, and as he does, a section of the Nexus crawler's sternum, for lack of thorax, for lack of no real good appendage piece for this, kind of bubbles, and a sickly green luminescent bubble kind of bubbles out of him, and as it hits the ground, it splashes open. And as it does, a creature seems to rise out from it.
Nope, don't like that.
I'm in danger.
As it does, you see a silhouette of a hunched over silhouette of a rather large man. He appears to be wearing armor. As he kind of begins to right himself up, you see the sickly green slime pouring off of him, and you see seems to be wearing Roman armor.
Oh, not this fucker.
And has a skeletal, desiccated skeletal face under his Roman helmet, and has 2 pinpoints of green light where his eyes should be.
magic help.
So,
Um,
and it's just kind of erecting itself up and kind of breathes in deeply, breathes out, and kind of like basically just comes into being this round. Kennedy, what would you like to do?
Cry?
yeah.
Kennedy is really torn because on the one hand, holy shit, Nexus Crawler. On the other hand, I feel like maybe that Shadow Wolf is the bigger problem.
Kennedy is a character with agency. I will not try to tell her what to do.
Kennedy's going to snarl. Let's take this fight to the source, and I'm going to spend 3 rage for follow-ups, which is the most I can spend in one turn, and charge at the Shadow Wolf, and Lista will follow behind me, doing the same.
Yeah, go get him, Kennedy.
We're far enough. I'm assuming that, huh?
So go get him, Kennedy.
I'm assuming that we are far enough away from where that purple thing is that our regular action is all going to be move.
Yes. Yes,
But-
it will be. It's a rather large butte.
It is. I'm totally good with that. But
It's actually quite impressive. I've actually
so
seen
we're
it.
going to at it and
That's a whole lot of butte.
yep.
Now I'm sad.
And then like I said, we're both spending 3 rage for follow-ups.
Awesome. I've actually seen it live. It's pretty impressive.
Someday.
Did you find a Nexus crawler while you were there?
Did not.
Fortunately not, I'm hoping.
But I didn't go. I didn't go late at night, so
Hmm.
I didn't go with the evil theurges that are possessed by worm spirits from the deep umbra either. So
Yeah, that wasn't on the fire.
So you two hoof it over there, full speed, sprint, bringing it to rage actions. Actually,
Technically, I should think they pawed it.
brings us to rage actions.
Dell took one. He took only one because Dell is not exactly a very ragey person. Dell is going to continue chewing on the Nexus crawler.
By all
That
means.
is his.
This go-to. We understand.
I'm covering. I'm basically covering for the fact that I'm having to reopen my character sheet because I actually had the other guy's sheet open. So I was improvising. Just using leaving my web.
Ah, yes, and.
That would be 5 successes. That was the spell bite yet again. With 4 extra successes. And that would be 8 ag to Mr. Nexus
Crawler?
Lord and Lady Nexus Crawlerington, or whatever we want to call him. I will not concern myself with your soap dice because I have another thing to do. Because
Say Shadrach, right?
Shadrach is taking his first rage action, his first of 2, and he is a little more clear-headed than Dell. His ass is charging down after the shadow wolf. So I presume his circumstances similar to the ladies, in that he is going to have to spend this action getting to it.
Yes.
Okay. So that was actually down here. Cool. And that is his first rage action.
Cool.
Rorgrath has 1 rage action and Darren has 3.
So I need first rage actions from Darren and Orga.
I'll do Rorgrath first. He's going to make a claw attack.
Awesome.
3 successes. For a total of 6 ag damage. And, Jonesy, just for my clarification, is the Nexus crawler crawling out of a portal of some kind, or is it full on just here in our world?
It crawled out of a portal. It has since spilled onto the butte. So
Is that
it is
portal
there.
still there?
That portal is not still there.
Oh, bummer. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna maul it with my big bad wolf claws. Here's 1 claw. 6 successes,
Awesome.
and that is 9 aggravated damage.
Aw, that's beautiful.
My second claw.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Am I the only one left with rage actions? I thought I was. Sorry.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay.
So
And you do all of rage action ones, and then you come back to anyone who has a second rage action.
Yeah.
Then you come back
Gotcha.
to anyone who has third rage action.
Cool. I thought everybody else only spent 1 or 2.
I know Kennedy spent 3, and
Okay.
Shedrock spent 2.
And Lista spent 3.
Then I will
Correct.
stop
Thank
there with my 9 aggravated damage.
So. Um.
So then the ladies
bag-
get their first rage action.
Yeah, my bad guys didn't spend any rage, so.
All right.
Because they're
Lista
spirits.
will claw with her first rage action. That is 4 successes and 6 ag damage to the Shadow Wolf. Kennedy will clave to the Shadow Wolf with 6 successes and 10 ag damage with the clave.
Heck yes.
I need to see if I can soak into
Which, if that was a actual guru and not a shadow guru, would just kill him.
Oh,
You can't soak silver normally, so
there's
Well,
gifts for
Garou
that.
can't soak silver.
true.
The shadow spirit is still up.
I figured.
We can get that one.
So has everyone taken their first rage action?
Think so.
Yes.
Cool. Those of you who spent 2 rage can make your second rage actions.
Drax's turn to make his second rage action, which is going to be to claw the stupid out of the Shadow Wolf. Making sure he's in his correct form, which of course he still is. He's done it to me again. No. Claw. What do we do? 5 successes. Trish.
Cool.
That would be 7 ag from Shadrock's claw.
My bad guy's not liking this.
I don't remember asking.
Anyone
that falls
else?
outside of the scope of this scientific study?
I would like
And-
to step 5 feet away from where Dell is.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Except I totally do.
Smite me, almighty smiter.
With that, was there anyone else had the second rage action hasn't taken it yet?
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Kenny, that's right.
I also have, I didn't.
Yep, and you were higher on initiative, so Darren should take his second rage first.
That's right.
I did click the button earlier and I got 3 successes. Do you want me to keep that, Jonesy, or do you want me to roll again?
It's up to you.
I will keep it. And I will not do that again. 4 aggravated damage.
And you're still clawing at the
Next
crawler,
crawler.
right?
Yep, still crawling at the clawing at the crawler.
Oh yeah, we've completely ignored the freaking ghosty dude. Oh dear.
Yep.
I'm sure he hasn't ignored us.
I mean,
Oh well, he doesn't get rage actions though, so we're alright.
Darren, Kenny.
yeah. Kennedy will clave with her second rage action. With another 5 successes to hit. And 9 successes for the damage with the clave.
Josie sounds disappointed by this.
I'm disappointed by my dice roll, but
Aw.
Ah.
It's not the one that means that rocks fall and everyone dies, is it?
no.
You took a long time to answer that.
Sorry. Someone just did 9 aggravated damage. I'm trying to figure out how much I soaked and stuff.
Pardon
Sorry.
me.
And I didn't soak 9, so I had to do math. It's
Oh,
difficult.
I'm sorry. My dumb joke made it harder.
So everyone is taking their second rage actions.
Yes.
Yes.
Now who has
Yes.
third? Who has third rage actions?
I have a third rage action, and I think Kennedy does
Kennedy?
as well.
Kennedy does as well.
As does Kennedy's counterpart. Whatever. That's a yes. They both spent 3 rounds.
Oh, Lista didn't actually take her second rage action.
Oh yeah.
My bad.
Get in there, Lista.
Sorry. Lista's second rage action, claw. She lashes out viciously with a claw, doing 5 damage with her claw in her second rage action.
Brings us to third rage actions.
Right.
Darren, go.
Here I go. Claw. 2 successes. Man, come on, Darren. Show up to the party. You have 1 job.
Hey, sometimes at his age, it's a little math over
3 ag damage.
Ugh.
Oh, and it's Kennedy's third rage action.
Yeah.
That's not enough with a Nexus crawler crawling around.
Actually, Kennedy's going to switch it up, and basically we'll have done a slash with the clave and then follow up with the left hand on the claw.
Oh.
And that will be not nearly as much damage. 3 successes of aggravated damage with the claw.
Cool.
And then Lista. Lista's gonna try to body tackle the shadow. To try to keep it from being able to easily get up and get back into the fight. She will get 3 successes to hit. And 5 bashing damage as she body tackles it.
She does not manage to wrestle it to the ground.
Okay.
hustle.
So.
I'm also just trying to make things a little bit more interesting than just, you know,
Hell yeah.
clave and claw.
No, I'm into it. Yeah.
So with that, everyone has taken all their rage actions. It's now top of the round. Del gets to go.
He has no more rage to spend, so Del's just going to do his.
I feel your pain.
Del's just not. He's just not a very angry person. He never has to go to the D&D. So Del is just going to continue his assaults on the Nexus crawler. He's going to continue
Assault on the Nexus Crawler.
Yes.
Tonight at 11.
Fistball bite. And let's see how we do. Oh
Whew.
shit!
Damn, son.
I'm not gonna actually say how many successes that was because I think the damage total is gonna be funny enough. So let's just roll that.
Why am I even here?
Son of a bitch! I blew everything. Wait a minute, what? Did I really? Yeah, those 7 successes. Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, no, I guess the only damage I did was the 7. Yeah, so 7 ag done on the Nexus crawler. I actually got 8 successes on the bite. Oh well, but that would still be 7 ag. That's good. It's tasty. The Nexus crawler is not tasty, but the damage is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was hoping I was going to get into double digits for a second there. I just had this weird little moment.
I mean, you should have mathematically, but
I mean, I
The dice
could
hate you.
have mathematically.
So
that's
with
a lot
that,
of twos and threes.
So with that, yeah, you launch in and you take a huge bite out of the Nexus Crawler, grabbing one of its insect-like appendages and biting it, and snapping it, and pulling it off. And as you do that, a smaller, thinner appendage kind of sprouts from where you ripped the other one off and kind of grows out from that spot. It's now the Nexus Crawler's go. So,
No, not a strategist.
um, with that, it's going to attack the 3 guru that are attacking it.
That checks out.
It's the first time I've been attacked by anything.
So it strikes all 3 of you with a barrage of claws and barbed appendages. I'm going to need aggravated soaks from everyone.
Well, hey.
Well, not
4.
everyone. Everyone that's up in that combat. Let me clarify.
Oh, that's an interesting point that comes into us from the chat, actually. That Shadrach did not have his attack during Dell's turn.
Okay.
He's going to be attacking a different target, so we can resolve this first. But Dell soaked 4.
Till soak 4.
Darren soaked 5 and Rorgrath soaked 4.
There you go. You beat him.
So Darren takes 2 aggravated damage, and the other 3 of you take 3 the other 2 take 3 aggravated damage.
Well, shit.
Not good.
No, that was unpleasant. I'm really not expecting to be a combat character. That's why I'm like, I don't even know where my damage stuff is. Oh no, we don't track on the character sheet. We track on the
You've taken. Oh,
Oh, it looks like somebody already marked me because I'm down to 3. Wait, no,
No, that's your will.
that's my rage.
It-
And the will
yeah.
of the noses.
You're gonna you need to track health on the character sheet because that way it applies the wound modifiers.
It's in the combat section at the bottom of that tab.
I swear to God, I was looking for it. Oh, for Christ.
you didn't scroll far enough.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, there we go. So yes, Dell is neutral.
Yep.
It is very disappointing.
So, with that, our friend, the big Roman, kind of stretches back as she is Gladius, and it goes straight for Darren, attacking Darren. He does hit. I need Darren to make me a soak roll.
I'm a little busy at the moment. Soak roll for ag or lethal?
Ag.
0 successes.
Oh, no.
As he swings back his gladius and slashes at you for 4 aggravated damage, as the blade hits you and burns across your chest. And as he does, his appearance ripples and shifts, and the manifestation of that as the butcher takes on a military. He's wearing a World War II military uniform.
So odd at once, isn't it?
I don't suppose that was a silver attack, was it?
It was Ag.
It was ag. It
Mm.
wasn't silver, but it was ag.
Okay. Can you combat heal aggravated damage?
You can. Well, no, you can't combat heal, but if you go to incapacitated, you get a roll to try to stay active.
Okay.
You can't. Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Wow.
Do you-
4.
I'm still up. I'm at mauled status.
Oh.
So, that was that go.
Go.
Go away.
Right.
Darren, what would you like to do? It's your turn.
Should we get Shadrach back in here? Since
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes, we
What-
really should.
Yes, Shadrach. You roll for
has-
Shadrach.
He has his first rage action, I believe.
Yeah,
Or did we not actually? No, I guess we didn't talk about him at all. That he would, I would like he would be spending every last little drop of rage that he could in this round to smack.
yeah. So he hasn't gone his first action. So
Holy crap! Shit. Yes. Then I imagine. I mean, is it okay if Shadrach is just really boring? I mean, he is in a rune apparently. So
yeah,
he's just going to claw. He's going to keep tearing away at
the shadow.
Shadow.
I'm offended.
Um,
I'm not boring.
He's an NPC. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. No, you're not.
so Darren, you did take an ag. When you took that ag, you also got a rage point, by the way.
Very good.
Well, I'm gonna give that rage point right back here in a second.
Indeed. Okay, so Shadrach's first claw. 6, 6, 6, 6, which one is
Nice.
5 Odyssean. That will be 6 ag to the Shadow Warrior. He's mad, but not particularly effective.
I mean, 6 successes is nothing to sneeze at.
No, it's not.
That's true, but I have a lot of Jonesy's soak dice.
You have more confidence in my
Fair.
soak dice than my soak dice have in my soak dice.
That's fine by me. I don't
So
watch me complain.
So Shadrach had attacked. The Nexus Crawler had lashed out against everyone that was fighting it. The Butcher has lashed out at Darren. At Darren's go.
Yeah, Darren's gonna focus his attention on the Butcher, while Rograth keeps focusing on the Nexus Crawler.
Okay.
And I would like to spend some rage if that's okay.
Yes, that's totally okay.
I would like to spend 4 points of rage.
Okay.
Oh. What is the maximum rage you can spend?
The lower of your dexterity or your wits.
Oh, I need to keep that in mind.
Oh, let me double check. Mine might be. I think it might be a 3 for me then.
Shadrach's would be 3, so I'm good there. Right.
All right, so I can only spend 3, so I will add 1 back.
Ready for it.
But for my first action, I am going to I'm going to throw myself at the Butcher with my claws.
Shadrach's attacks were supposed to do extra damage. He's got razor claws. Yeah. Well, I forgot.
I got 4 successes on the Butcher.
Okay.
And the amount of aggravated damage I do is 4 ag.
Sweet.
And Rograth will focus on the Nexus Crawler with his magical abilities. 3 for a total of 5 aggravated damage.
Sweet. So, with that is now the Shadow Wolves go. He begins to chanting loudly some more. He is going to...
Very disturbed that he's ignoring all of us attacking him to keep his chanting going.
Well, no, he's chanting so he can get rid of you. So, I'm going to need a rage check from Kennedy.
Oh no. What is the difficulty, Jonesy?
The difficulty is going to be I just had this 7, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, it's going to be a 7 for you. Oh wait, are you in Krynos?
Okay.
You're in Krynos, right?
I am.
Yes.
I am.
6. Sorry.
Oh.
Krynos drops it by 1.
Great. Oh my god.
What?
0 successes.
So she rolls 7 dice and gets 0 successes, which means that you do not frenzy,
Ah.
as you are no longer standing on top of the butte. You are now standing
Okay.
in a back alley of New York City. Around you are the bodies of your friends.
No.
Standing on the edge of the alleyway is a tall, thin woman wearing a what looks like a high-end custom-made leather jacket, like leather bomber jacket, but instead of brown, it's dark emerald green and has gold embroidery on it, and a little enamel and stuff like that for the zipper and stuff like that. All the little highlights and stuff would be, instead of silver, they're all gold. In her hand, she has a leash leading from her hand, a small silver chain leash leading from her hand to what looks like a Hispo wolf. And the Hispo wolf has got blood dripping from its maw, and its claws are covered in blood, and its fur splattered with blood.
No. What? I can't be here. Who are you? What's going on?
And as you look around, like I said, you're in the dark alley of New York City. There's grime and dirt everywhere, and above you, there's sickly green, sickly clouds laden with like green and ash textures and coloring.
I'm gonna move forward and just try to kick her in the face.
Do it.
Good, making me attack.
I'm assuming I'm back in Hamid form.
No, you're in Krynos.
Okay.
No, your form is not shifted at all. You're in Krynos.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to kick her in the face. It's a good kick. That's 4 successes on the hit. So that's 5 bashing off the kick.
Yes.
Send me back.
So, as you strike the woman, you see kind of like a shadowy flicker, and you see what looks like a kind of a shadowy construct that looks kind of like it's made of like stuff with straw. Where's my gotta get on the right layer. Oh, and because I didn't
Oh, I
put
see
him
her.
on, because I didn't put him on the board, I should have. There you go. I need to move my butcher over here to go harass Darren. So I didn't drop him on the board. I apologize. So
That's okay. I felt his presence.
While that's happening, the chanting continues. There is a swirling vortex forming and opening up as you see an arm begin, another tentacle kind of lash out of this other vortex that's opening up.
Oh hell.
With that, I need a perception alertness check from Kennedy.
Okay. Difficulty 6. Or
Yes.
Nothing. Goose egg.
Okay, cool. Sorry, my order got a little messed up on my board. I don't know what's going on with that. Nexus Crawler 1. Shadow Wolf was going. Yes, another creature starting to pour out of that thing. It's now Kennedy's go. What would Kennedy like to do?
So I realized I kind of acted out of turn because I kicked the woman.
That's fine.
So I guess that probably would have been my turn.
Okay. With that, Lishta looks over at you. Looks at the vortex. Looks at you. And around to everyone else. And you see a look of quiet acceptance come over her face. And she launches herself towards the portal.
Okay, I don't see this though, do I?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Thought I was seeing New York City.
No, as soon as you kicked her, you shifted back to the sorry. As soon as you kicked the woman, you saw the flickering of shadow and stuff. You saw the straw like construct, and
Right.
you flickered back to the top of the butte. It's still standing in the construct is still standing in front of you, but everything else is there.
Okay. What are you doing? I mean, Kennedy screams at her.
Yeah, and she kind of gives you this resigned smile and launches herself towards the portal. And as she goes in there, she says something right before she launches it, but you can't hear her over the storm. And as she does, she basically, as soon as she hits the portal, there's a flash and a thunderclap goes off, and the portal collapses shut. And the little bit of tendril that was coming through it gets cut off and falls to the ground, just kind of twitches for a second and stops. When she does that, when that portal collapses, you also see that there's momentarily there was an energy trail leading from the Nexus Crawler to the shadow creature, and it flickers and stops. And the creature's like, no!
Kennedy just.
Oh! Rage actions? Kennedy, you can have a rage, by the way.
Thanks.
Shadrach is next up with his first rage action. I'm gonna be yelled at because I've not been applying his razor claws to any of his attacks so far. But I will totally apply them to every attack going forward.
No worries.
I believe you.
What a bummer. So, but anyway, he is going to continue his clawing at the Shadow Wolf. I have made the appropriate adjustments on my sheet.
Wait.
Are you really? Why is this? Why is this?
He hits. That's all that matters.
He does in fact.
One success, you still manage to hit him. It hits.
Oh my god, all those 2s and 3s. Anyway, so he gets 2 additional dice for the bloody blah. No. But he still did 5 ag, so we got that going for us,
Yes, you do.
which is nice. He's not a very good arrow runner, is he? Jeez.
So, cool. So you did your first rage action. Anyone else?
He did. Yeah.
Anyone else got first rage actions?
I have a first rage action.
'Cause you've got like 3 of them, right?
I do have 3 rage actions. And I'm going to use all of them to try to rip the butcher's head off before he rips mine off. So here's my first one. 2 successes. Come on, come on. Get offender's muscles. 7 egg.
Sweet. And as you strike him, he flickers for a second, and he's no longer wearing a World War II outfit. He's now wearing a Vietnam era military outfit.
Just keep on knocking the history out of it. It sounds good to me.
So,
You are
Darren's
nothing.
rage. Darren's rage action. Did Rogoth, Rograth take a rage action?
He did not.
Okay. Kennedy, rage actions.
I didn't have any rage at the beginning of the turn.
Cool.
So
Second rage actions. Dell, you or
Del does
Shredder?
not, but Shadrach does. So he's just gonna keep clawing. He's like John Henry with no hammer.
Yeah, the shadow creature from you saw the little flicker of energy going back and forth with him. It was feasting off. It was latched on to leeching off of the Nexus color.
Oh.
Which is part of it. Was using some of its essence to keep itself going,
Oh.
and that seems to have stopped now.
Oh. Which means now the Nexus Crawler is probably going to be more powerful next round. But hey, we'll get murdered brutally by that bridge when we come to it.
one problem at a time.
His claw attack is good for 5 successes.
Sweet.
Which will then do the that would be 8 aggravated done onto the Shadow Wolf.
Damn it.
That's
a lot.
That is a lot. That's an
Cool.
ugly gift.
Darren, Dell, Shadrach. Should be Darren's.
Yeah.
Darren's
Darren has
next.
another.
Yep, Darren's second rage action.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat him into Iraq. One
You
success.
skipped Nicaragua? Really?
Well, you know, Darren doesn't know about banana republics. 3 egg.
Cool. Does Shadrach have a third rage action?
Yeah, he did actually spend a third rage. He's going to do it again.
Sweet.
Like this. 4 successes this time. Tres. Oh, it's only 5 ags. I mean, that's still quite a lot. But
It's only 5 ag.
well, this is the major big bad, man.
Yeah, it's Major Big Bad. He's not looking so great.
Good for him. He's
Uh,
kind of a dick.
Darren, what would you like to do?
Yeah, and now I'm gonna punch him into the Capitol insurrection riots. Here we go.
Oh,
3 successes.
Too soon.
That's a hit.
8 egg for the QAnon shaman.
I take it all back. He can have every last one of them.
And actually, as you're striking him, he momentarily flickers and looks like a. He looks like he's like wearing overalls for a moment and has like some sort of burlap mask and he's holding an oversized knife in his hand. And you see a couple other flickers. One, he looks like a woman, and she's just covered with blood, head to toe, and a bunch of razors cuts across her arms. And then you hit him again. You're just kind of tearing into him, and as he's flickering multiple times, flash, 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 flash. You basically kind of put your arm through him. As you do, he's kind of has this. He looks like a guy wearing a cheap men's warehouse ill-fitting suit. And as you reach in and pull out his heart, what would be passed for his heart, he momentarily looks like a police officer, and then dissipates into like a black icky smoke and just kind of fades out.
I'll teach you to put a gladius in somebody, jerk.
So cool. With that, that is the end of rage actions, I believe,
that is
right?
the end of an entire round.
Of rage actions. Brings us to the top of the round, which would be Dell. What would you like to do, Dell?
Dell has been watching Darren get his, no offense, get his shit ruined. So Dell is going to use Mother's Touch. He's going to. What on earth did? Oh, I see. Yeah, it gives you being. I had Dell's character sheet. Pardon. I got really invested in looking at Shedrock's character sheet for a moment. There was a lot of slashing stuff. Also, I never filled out his dynamic this and that, so hooray. The Mother's Touch is I know you spin the Gnosis, and I will look up how that works. Excuse me.
So, cool. You're going to be trying to use Mother's Touch on him?
Yeah, I'm going to try and heal up the Daddy Darren.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
I know there's a Gnosis point spent, and I'm going to look this up. Look up
Okay.
what needs to happen from here.
And while you're doing that, I'm just going to...
Andy, I've got it right in front of me.
Okay.
It's you roll intelligence plus empathy. Difficulty is the target's current rage.
Darren,
Oh, my current rage?
you just spent a whole lot of.
You
rage.
picked the
What's
right
your rage?
time. You picked the right time to pick on me.
Rage, baby.
My current rage is. Oh, advantages. I am currently at 4 rage.
The diff is 4?
Yep.
Oh yeah. I have no willpower to blow on this, do I? Oh yeah, I do.
We have pool dice too.
Aww.
Put your healing hands
I could
upon
spend
me.
my last willpower to try to save you. That'd be lovely. I'm doing that. I mean, I can do pool dice too if you want, but I mean, the willpower is just pure poetry.
I'm hurt real bad, so feel free to use as much as you need to.
So yeah, the roll for Mother's Touch, which is probably with the willpower expenditure, that is 6 successes. I suspect Daddy Darren's back in the game.
How much does 6 successes heal?
Each success heals 1 level of lethal, bashing, or aggravated damage.
Oh my lord. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, you're a new man.
5. Yeah, that's much better.
6 successes because you spent a willpower.
Oh,
Right.
I'm back to full health.
Sweet. Cool. Then I won't feel guilty about this. Everyone make me... so the 3 guru over by the Nexus Crawler, go ahead and make me soak rolls as the Nexus Crawler attacks.
Well, at least I didn't die.
Hey, what about Shadrach?
God damn it. What? Oh, he's gonna get an attack. Yeah, he's gonna get another attack on the Shadow Wolf too. Aaron is absolutely right. Shedrock needs to get his attack.
Oh, sorry. It was the fact that he did it. It was the last rage action, which is what threw me. So I
Right.
Yeah,
apologize.
no, he has to get his regular action, and he's gonna spend whatever's left of his rage because he's an NPC. No one cares about the NPCs. Are you kidding me? Come on. He's got how many?
Why is Harvey Weinstein, or not Harvey Weinstein, Weinstein?
I've been drinking.
I got tonsillitis.
He has 2 rage left to spend, and he is going to spend them because that's fun. But his regular attack is going to be exactly the same as every other attack he's done because, you know.
Oh my lord.
7 successes. That would be 8. 8 further ag to the big bad. I feel like we're taking care of the dramatic element over here, and like, you know, the Black Spiral Dancer Arun's just like carrying on, like, sure,
Oh.
yeah, I got it.
He's over there office spacing the big monster.
So I'm gonna. So yeah.
Now we're soaking.
Yeah.
Now you're soaking.
Now we're
No,
soaking.
then I'll give you a big narrative.
Question: are we allowed to spend willpower on soak rolls?
Oh, doesn't matter. I have none.
I mean, by the letter of the rules, yeah.
Sure.
I would like to spend 1 willpower just to make sure I don't die.
And we are soaking ag, correct?
Yes.
Indeed we are. Where am I right form? We're so
4 successes, including my willpower.
Oof. That would be 3 successes. No willpower was harmed in making up this episode.
Cool. Well, Darren, you take 4 ag.
Oh my god.
Dell, you take 5 ag. As this the Nexus color kind of bubbles up forward, and its thorax and it passes for its center mass, kind of erupts open, and multiple little barbed appendages kind of shoot out from that and spear through you and hit the ground and start forming a new leg.
Oh my god.
Hey guys,
That's
what's
gross.
the wound level below in cap?
Is that dead?
Because I was injured, and that's like 4 puts me at in cap, and so the 5th one puts me like whatever is right below in cap.
So that's when we get to the staying active.
Make me a rage roll.
Also,
Yeah.
Jonesy, I forgot to mention that Rorgrath got 6 successes on his soak.
Okay, so he only took 2.
It's your permanent rage, Drew, not your current.
That's what I figured, but still, asking Dell to make a rage roll is like, there's a metaphor that I'm not even gonna bother to dream up right now. I'm just gonna
Difficulty is 8.
roll. Yikes! I have no willpower to spend on this either. But I got a success. Go fig.
So you're 1 level above in cap,
Well, okay,
and you have a
so-
battle scar.
And you're frenzying.
Uh-oh. He's frenzying right next to me.
Well, I mean, Dell we're talking about.
Del, you are dangerous in combat. You need to quit selling yourself short.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I need Kennedy to make me a soak roll as well.
Okay.
You're gonna be pretty okay, I think, but it's an aggravated soak roll.
Okay.
Oops.
Let me make sure I'm on Krynos. Yes, I am. All right.
Here they are.
Probably not that okay. It's only I only got 1 success on my soak.
So as all this is going on, the whole cluster of appendages kind of bursts from the Nexus Crawler. A bolt of lightning shoots, a blast of lightning shoots from the Nexus Crawler as well.
Okay.
It's your best guess is that the shadow creature is the shadow wolf is trying to guide it, because it came over to you as opposed to hitting anything nearby, near the Nexus Crawler, striking you for 3 points of aggravated damage.
Okay.
Now, with that said, the shadow creature looks like it's been shredded. It looks like it's gone through a shredder at this point. The shadow wolf looks hurt to hell, because he's been hurt to hell, and all of his back essence that it was feeding off of the Nexus Crawler is also gone now. So it is now Darren's go.
Yeah, Darren and Rothgar are gonna spend some rage. I'm gonna spend 1 point of rage. Rothgar is gonna spend 2 points of rage. I'm gonna open with Darren attacking the Nexus Crawler with a claw.
Awesome.
One success. That's all I need to do damage.
Yep.
And that's 4 ag from Darren. Rograth is going to do his claw.
Awesome.
3 successes.
Sweet.
And that is 8 ag from Rograth.
Damn.
Man.
I really hope the Nexus Crawler kills him so we don't have to. He's real dangerous.
Off once we're done.
So.
He's going to-
And those are my regular actions.
Yep. The Nexus Crawler is, you guys are ripping off chunks of it. You're tearing off parts of its carapace, which you didn't really have until you ripped it off. Like, oh my god, where's this coming from? And pulling out random tentacles that don't seem to be attached to any reasonable facsimile of a body part.
This doesn't go anywhere.
This can't be functional.
And I have all these pieces left.
So, Shadow Creature is going to attack Shugbuck with everything it's got. I need you to make me a soak roll.
I'm sorry, what type of damage, Jonesy?
Aggravated damage.
Of course.
There's a lot of aggravated damage flying around here.
Oh crap. He soaked 1. Good for him.
So he takes 8 levels of aggravated damage.
Oh, well, he is, clearly that is going to put him past in-cap. Or at in-cap, and, well, yeah, he's, that's like again, like with Dell, he's 1 level below in-cap. It is a bad night to be played by Drew, I gotta say.
So go ahead and have him make a rage roll.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh
yeah.
no. You all don't even know. What's the diff is it still 8?
Yes.
There,
It is still like
Maybe we don't. Oh, well,
Nope.
that's deeply unsatisfactory.
He botched. He dies.
Botched.
He dies.
Well, shit. I was worried that he was gonna like enter the thrall of the worm, and we'd have to fight him too.
That was
This
I
is
was
the
actually.
opposite of that.
You rolled possibly the best roll you could have made, so that he wouldn't attack the pack. So
I agree, but I
but-
still feel a little bad because he still had some rage actions that he's not gonna get now.
nope.
Uh,
So with that, he drops dead.
aw.
As it looks like the shadow was feeding off of his life force,
Oh.
or trying to. Kennedy, what would you like to do?
Kennedy is all right. So the construct thing is still here, right?
Yes, it is still there.
You know, that's
Disturbing.
deeply disturbing, but also a less pressing problem than the Shadow Wolf that
Yep.
just killed Shadrach and is responsible for
Most of this nightmare.
Yeah. So I'm going to spend a rage. I'm going to shove my clave into his fucking mouth.
Give it to
Awesome.
him. Give him the business.
I'm going to spend a willpower,
Shocking language, young lady.
and I would also like to use one of the pool dice.
Awesome.
So that is going to be 7 successes to hit.
Sweet.
And 9 ag with the clave.
Okay.
Someday somebody's gonna get into double digits.
I
So
did
wh-
get into double digits earlier. I got
Oh,
10
really?
earlier.
So with that, this is what happens. So during this entire fight, Frenzy's been building up, Rage has been building up, Death and Carnage has been building up. and all that's going on, and unbeknownst to you, somewhere in your possession, in your pouch, in your pockets, is, and I should apologize now. We're going to go over a few minutes, but not by much, I promise. Is a small wooden mirror that was given to you when you first joined the Valkamurfa Nation. It was given to one of your packmates, who apparently has slipped it into your possession because they didn't feel comfortable holding onto it anymore. It is called, I'm spacing the name of it, across the Gulf, across the void.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Which lets you tack into the various former members of the questing packs throughout time. So and it's basically been activated. As it's being activated, you see flashes of various your pack, some of the actions they've done, the previous questing packs, all the way back to the founding questing pack, which includes your pack, the past life of one of your packmates, a Western cowboy Iron Rider from the Old West who was working for Leopold Valkenburg in Victorian London. I need you to roll me 5 more dice, please, for that
Okay.
attack. For that attack.
For the damage or
For the damage.
okay. We'll just do this manually. That is an additional 4 successes of damage.
So, Kennedy, what is it like when you dispatch the Shadow Wolf?
I mean, I think I described it. I just grab my clave and just shove it into its open mouth as it's chanting and toning and maybe even screaming as it sees its death coming towards it. And the tip of the clave just goes straight down its gullet. And then I pull it on through, back out through its stomach.
And as you pull out, it's ripped open. Inside what would be its chest cavity, you see a cluster of sigils glowing in the sky, made out of sickly green flame, which actually are the various sigils for the Trident of the Worm, the Eater of Souls, and the Devourer.
Or and the Defiler.
Yep. As
Don't ask
it
me why I know them so well.
as they flare out a green, sickly green light, as it gets ripped to shreds and collapses in itself like a black hole.
Okay.
So, rage actions. Dale, Dale didn't have any rage actions,
Dell has no rage and he is crippled.
and Shedrick is no more.
He is quite dead.
Darren and Rograth got some.
Yes. Next up on the next initiative order would be Darren. Yep.
Alright, Darren only spent 1, so Darren will go ahead and make his attack on the Nexus Crawler.
Sweet.
3 successes. Oh god, aggravated. For 6 ag from Darren, and then Rograth.
Do me a favor and roll five more dice for Darren.
You're getting the benefit of that fetish too.
The entire pack is.
Oh,
That's
cool,
nice,
cool.
right?
Is that 2 more successes for 8 total ag?
Yep.
And Rograth gets 3 successes on his attack. Is he benefiting
doesn't-
from that? No, he's not.
No, he's not a member of the questing pack.
No, he does not.
No,
But he does
Really
5
should
aggravated damage.
He doesn't have a lot of pack left, actually.
No, he doesn't.
yeah.
It's cleaner that way.
We are hard
So,
on our
So Shadow Wolf doesn't get any because he doesn't exist anymore.
Aww.
Kennedy, what would you? Did you have any? You have 1 rage action, right?
I did have 1 rage action. This thing is still
The construct is still there, yes. And you
Yeah,
also, by the way, Kennedy, you also get a willpower point back for dispatching the shadow creature.
Oh, cool. I'm sorry, and my internet crapped out for a second. You said the construct
Yes.
thing is still here? Okay.
Yes.
God, I just want to... You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to grapple it.
Okay.
And then on my next turn, I'm going to throw this fucking thing off the edge of, off the top of the butte.
Active
Sweet.
dramatic combat. I love it.
I will get 2 successes on my grapple.
You've got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Brings us to any secondary rage actions anyone has?
Rograth has one,
Cool.
and he's gonna keep playing the record. Claws on the Nexus crawler. Ooh, that was a good
Nice.
hit. For 6 more ag.
Sweet. And with that, that's the last of the rage actions, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Now with that, there are limbs that aren't functioning on this Nexus crawler. There were. Let me call out. There were some limbs that never functioned on this Nexus crawler, but there are a lot of limbs that did function that aren't functioning anymore, and like it's actually dripping what passes for like a greenish, liquidish that kind of like bellows out, kind of like dried ice out of it, as it's basically rupturing its essence everywhere. Yeah, Dell, you're going and you're frenzied, so you're attacking the Nexus crawler.
Get him
Am
down.
I? How
Yes.
nice! I've
Get him
always
down.
wanted to. It's going to do me no bloody good because at this point I'm wounded. I'm beyond wounded. The crippled Dell is going to, he's going to snap at the miserable SOB regardless. And this is sure. I don't know how he got 3 successes considering he's at -5, but he totally did.
Woohoo!
So that's fun. Man,
But in fact, your damage dice are not reduced by your wound penalty.
wild.
No.
So yeah, then I'm gonna roll. So he got 2 extra successes. I don't know how that even happened. Okay.
Frenzy, man.
You no kidding. So that'll be 4 ag onto the Nexus crawler with.
And please roll me 5 more dice for this damage.
I had a
because you're-
feeling. I wish you would have said that before I rolled it. I could
Sorry.
have just added into the pool. But that's fine. Oh, crap.
Just do slash roll 5d10.
You roll 5d10. 5d10. There we go. It says it is rolling. Oh, dear.
No extra
Nothing.
sex. No
Nope.
extra dice.
Bugger all there. Well, Dell is not well.
Well, if it makes you feel better, you didn't. You still did a decent amount of damage to it, so it's really messed up.
Still, yes. So is Dell, but he's not paying attention.
Ooh, this is gonna leave a mark. I need a. I need a soak roll from Rogoth.
Oh no.
All right, Rograth.
It's aggravated damage.
Let's see how it goes. 0 successes for Rograth.
Oh god.
He takes 6 ag.
Would you believe 6 ag is enough to take him 3 below incapacitated?
Now make a rage roll.
Rage roll. That's an advantages, that's right. Okay. I just clicked the rage button?
Yeah. Difficulty 8.
Zero successes.
And he dies.
Oh god. Again, this is.
I mean, it's better than having him in a frenzy.
So,
Ooh, yes. No.
so I need yeah, Darren, your go.
Oh boy. I would like to
Oh, boy.
spend a rage. You know what? I will spend my last 3 rage.
Sure.
We're going out. like a champ if we have to go out.
We really are gonna have to.
I mean, yeah.
Here's my first action.
Yeah.
4 successes.
And you get the bonus dice.
So,
Heck yes, here we go. Damage. Aggravated. We're gonna call that 9 extra successes. Or sorry, 8 extra successes.
Wait a minute.
yeah, 3 + 5.
Oh, okay.
For 10 ag.
So how do you finish off the Nexus Crawler?
I howl triumphantly and say it's not going to be some damn dirty worm that kills Darren Schaefer. And I leap forward and I grab a hold of its lower mandible and just yank with all the strength of Fenris until I rip it from jaw all the way down to its sternum, just ripping it apart that way.
Woohoo! And with that, you've dispatched the Nexus Crawler. With that, unless there's any arguments, I'm going to drop us out of combat and go into narrative.
That's cool with me.
And Kennedy, just you managed to grab, yank the this strange construct, and as you're yanking it, throwing it off the side of it, I'll say you're doing that as Darren's ripping off the mandibles, and as the Nexus Crawler explodes and dies, and its guts go everywhere, and then fades out of existence. As the creature's falling from the tops of the building, it also fades out of existence, because it was brought into existence by the Nexus Crawler's reality warping powers.
Gotcha.
With that, I will say we'll call it for the night, and we'll
Figure out who Dell's attacking next next week.
Well, we're gonna narrative that you're out of the. Your pack members are able to get you out of the frenzy. So,
Well,
but next week we'll deal with the wrap up of.
Hey, Darren.
Yeah?
Kennedy's giving you a deed name.
What's my deed name?
Nexus Slayer.
I'm here for it. That's a good deed name.
It's a pretty epic deed name. You guys, you Nexus Crawlers are a beast. They really are. So.
they're like the nastiest thing, really, unless you're getting into like major stuff. Like it's, you don't.
And it tried to summon a second one.
Just in time for Killian to drive up with the RV and say, "What did I miss?"
I'm looking forward to that conversation.
Killian's at the base going, I can't get this thing up there.
Killian's like, I don't have enough gnosis to get through the barrier. What are you talking about?
Right.
Dell will be like 2 paws and like an ear just sort of flumping along. Like, Killian will be like, what did I do?
So that does bring us to the end of tonight's episode. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in and watching us slay various Banes and Black Sprout answers indirectly, and Nexus Crawler, and a physical extension of the Triant, the Shadow Wolf. We'd like to invite you to share, like, subscribe, and tell your friends if you like what we're playing and like what we're doing. It's not always blood and gut night at the Werewolf game, but tonight it's been building for months, so it was a long time coming. So we do have a couple other announcements. Is that we have a brand new episode of Fallout tomorrow night. Next week we're back for more of Born of Rage and more of our Nerian Nether War episodes of Mutants and Masterminds. We also have our ongoing Something Dragons podcast, which is available. They just wrapped up book 1, I believe. Yep. So they will be back for book 2, I believe.
Yeah. So we've got a wrap up podcast this week, and then we'll be back with a new episode the first week of April.
Awesome.
Woohoo! As they start book 2, as they finish they're working through the carrying crawl. Right, Crimson?
Yeah, Carrying Crown, yeah.
Carrying Crown. I always want to mix that one and Crimson Throne up in my head, and
Me too.
yes. Any other quick announcements you want to make tonight before we?
No, I think I'm
Wrap
okay.
one other thing I did want to mention that there will be, along with all of our cool program that we're doing, I will be a guest on the NorwestCon streams. There'll be NorwestCon is a online convention. Well, this year it's online, which is the first weekend in April, and I will be a guest on their multiple streams that they'll be doing. So we'll be posting more about that on our Discord and on social media and stuff. So
Awesome.
with that, are we gonna do a raid?
We are going to do a raid. We're going to raid Perception Studio. They're playing something called Deadpool's Deadly Dungeon Debacle, and I like the assonance there. So we're going to go over there, or alliteration there.
Alliteration.
All the D's.
Everybody gets a D.
We like to do.
That's the moral of tonight's game. All right, we'll see you over there in just a couple of minutes.